What's good? It's your boy Tyre Money. I'm on Diablo 4 and I'm gonna be talking about folk magic, folk traditions and stuff like that, and up and coming videos talking about it as well as I'm playing Diablo 4. But you know, it's been hot these days in the summertime, and been out in the sun, you know, tuning in with nature and dealing with the ocean and things like that. And you know, I'm really in tune with my spirituality and my spiritual abilities, and you know, just coming up in the game when it comes to hoodoo and folk magic, you know, North American folk magic, you know, people practicing the native shamanism of their native homeland, of their practice, and spiritual practices and dealing with spirits and entities and deities and stuff. But, you know what I'm saying, let's get into the gameplay. Now, when it comes to the realm of sanctuary, you know, even though the west side is not fully completed, hopefully it'll complete it, but when it comes to the realm of sanctuary, it's filled with occultism, it's filled with hidden sorcery, magic and stuff. You know, it's based upon folk magic and things like that. Like when it comes to the classes that people do, it's the classes that represent the craft that you practice and things like that. So when it comes to the realm of sanctuary, you know, we unlike the Skull Isles, islands themselves, the center of creation, where Lilith and Honorius molded Ravma and stuff in the ocean of light, a pool of light or something. I mean, pool of creation. And things like that. So when it comes to the Lord Diablo, I'm really interested in it. You know, when it comes to worlds that's created by angels and demons, and we are descendants of them, it's something I always fantasized since I was a kid. Even though I said it's one of my last videos, but that's one thing I want to say. Like when it comes to occultism, it's a way that we are blessed upon the deities that we serve and the entities that's with us and things like that. So that's what makes me fascinated about the realm of sanctuary. I'm trying to see what's over here. No, so this is so when it comes to folk magic, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be concepts of different races and cultures of things. Folk magic. You know what I'm saying? That's based upon what your ancestors used to worship and things like that. But it really gonna be based upon, you know, the light or dark side of magic. You know, the light side is like Christian mysticism, Folk Catholicism, and the dark side is like Satanism and Luciferianism. Something on what Mexico got going on with Brujeria and stuff. You know, that's one thing. So looking at my subtle body and my new pet ride, you know, it's a trip how it seems. But you know, that's what it really comes down to.
Feast, foul harbingers of fate! This boy bears your mark! And I welcome it. Blood will lead me to their master. Lead me to the one who took Malania from me. Take him to pieces and show me the way! Over? No. My fate is my own. No one controls me. No one!
Well, that's bad luck for you.
No small stone shall halt you on your path.
You go to Oracle.
Even those without sight could see Petros's path. Fate comes when least expected, swiftly to those who turn their backs to it. Yet, sacrifices, even in madness, may yet bear fruit. Petros returns to bring the urn to its master. His blood marks the trail, and we will follow.
Oh shit, I lost the power of them. Oh, here it is.
Few know of our burden, ephemeral as we are. Our gift comes at great cost. Pain may dull, but scars remain. They sear beneath flesh, echo in waking and dream. Achea carried our suffering, our scars long after my sisters turned to dust. I do not agree with her actions, but I understand them. A simulacrum from his offering, now a puppet bound to Achea. She wants them to see the price she paid. A cost beyond flesh. An eternal fate. Easy to voice, the deed less so. This is Achea's domain, and we are wise to remember it. Centuries have granted her more than sight through blood. Her fingers bend perversions of fate. Be ready.
That's one thing about Diablo is based upon, folk magic and occultism. Those are the astral realms of imagination. Like the realm of sanctuary can be still part of the realm of the Qliphoth because of this Lilith realm. Even Diablo knows there's more than one Lilith.
A profane mirror of the nous of fate, stained by the souls of centuries.
About it is that with the realm of sanctuary, you don't know what type of dark forms or entities you come across. We can tell this reside in the tree of Qliphoth.
Control these souls, puppets to her whims. More than retribution, it's prostration.
What the hell? actually left-handed using this. My subtle body using the left hand uses blade or sword. I'm left-handed as well, so. Trip to have the oracle with me. Let me go. This is my spot since I'm using my subtle body. Might as well go to the area I'm not gonna go for. Ain't nothing like the hard to, man.
My thanks.
Trying to see if I got any weapons though.
This could be beautiful, with a few alterations. Not bad. Watch your back up there.
I can set you apart from the riffraff. Akarat bless you.
So when it comes to the concept of folk magic and things like that, that's what Diablo represent. Diablo and Elder Scrolls Online and many games like it. So when you look at my subtle body right here, I'm a representation of the Eshu Loa tribe. Now Eshu is an orisha, but Loas and orishas always get mixed up sometimes, like well, Ogum being a Loa and orisha sometimes. But Eshu is the orisha of the crossroads and the messenger of the orishas, which means you gotta acknowledge him and pray to him in order to get the message to you direct, or orisha that governs your consciousness. But since I'm more similar to Eshu, I mean, Eshu sees similar things into me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, we're kind of similar in a way. So with that being said, I'm considered as part of his tribe. Now, there's many different Eshu Elegba spirits. And not just one Eshu or one Elegba, there's many forms of them. You got the female version of Eshu. I think she is Hispanic. I forgot what her name is, but she's like a saint or something, but she's part of the Eshu tribe. And there's many other Eshu and Elegba spirits that's part of the Eshu Loa tribe. Now, Loa just means spirit, but when I said tribe, our colors is red and black. So I turn my facial hair, my eyes, and I have black makeup. I think that's on my eyes, and things like that. But as you can see, I'm wearing some Asian-inspired gown that I'm wearing. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes, I know Diablo was supposed to be a Gothic game for all the Gothics, but it's really for people who practice folk magic and occultism and esotericism of things. Like the Hermetic, the Herodian supposed to represent the Hermetic order and stuff. You know that the Hermetic magicians or Hermetic mages, they deal with angels and demons into their practices. You know, the Kabbalah, I mean, I forgot what that thing called, You know what I'm saying? But the Hermeticists, they deal with angels and demons most of the time. So when it comes to the Haraja in this game, they represent the Hermetic order in this physical earth. And that's what they want to say. So when you look at, you know, my subtle body, and also the heart, you know, with the sword turned into the heart, represent, you know, me being heartless and having, you know, not being in a relationship, not having friends, just basically being a loner and stuff. But you know, it just represents my broken heart, you know, whatever you want to call it. So, you know, I put that in my back with the red rose and everything. I mean, the reason why I consider this as my subtle body, because a subtle body, subtle means energy. So when it comes down to it, if I enter in the astral realms or become fully lucid in my dreams, I transform to this type of avatar that's on the screen. Now I could do this. This is like another version of myself. You know, so basically my subtle self that exists within the astral worlds and the dream world. Basically, when you go to sleep at night or when you take a nap during the day, whichever way, I consider this as my subtle body. You know what I'm saying? It represents the color of red and everything like that. So when it really comes down to it, like for example, like when it comes down to the realm of sanctuary, it's not fully complete. As you see, we need the west side of it to be fully complete. But I'm thinking we're keeping the same map in the same area, you know what I'm saying, so that Diablo can go to the Warcraft route where we keep our same avatars and everything. And also to keep this whole map. This is going to be a permanent map, not for Diablo 4, but up and coming Diablo games. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think they're going to remake a map again and redo characters again. Diablo 4 is the completion of the Diablo franchise. So when Diablo 5 come out, we still keep the same avatars. We still keep the same lands and everything in between. You know what I'm saying? Whole 9 yards. And when it come down to it, you know, I consider this as my home within my dream state and also in my astral state. You know what I'm saying? The realm of sanctuary is connected to the tree of the Qliphoth, since this is Mother Lilith realm, and it's probably connected to Mother Lilith's plane within the tree of the Qliphoth, which is at the bottom of the tree. Planet Earth is at the bottom of the tree of life, as they say. But I don't know. I will look deep into it, but you know, that's what they say. So when it comes down to it, I just consider that as my home, and not only that, we got tarot readers in this game. We got tarot readers in this game.
Come and don the mantle of history's champions.
You know what I'm saying? You got tarot readers. And when it comes down to it, what is this, the wand?
It calls to you.
You know what I'm saying? You got a tarot reader in there. Let's get back. Hold on. Before. So when it comes now, there's gonna be series I'm gonna come out with about folk magic. It's gonna be based upon a race, ethnicity. And it's gonna be based on them, and it's gonna be based on the umbrella term of the word. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm trying to figure out. Let me see if my servitors can do their thing. Their explosive ghosts.
Fate unites sisters once more.
I see no kin here. Only dust masquerading as divine.
Asked by one who has experienced so little. A handful of water, questioning the will of the sea.
And what are we? A drop? An oracle sees fewer moons than Amazons at war.
Yes, and they are forgotten by the rise of the sun. Those who misprice their sacrifice deserve anathema, a fate befitting the flippant. All ends in time. Yet knowing that end is not so simple. It requires a price of flesh, of silent suffering. 1,000 fleeting lives, forgotten.
And you believe yourself their voice?
I am a memento of their sacrifice, a vigil to their vengeance. I am a rat.
Oh, shit.
Those who slight fate deserve their end. Your body withers and wanes, sister. You pay flesh for the favor of fools.
And I will continue until the worms claim me. This is my gift, my burden.
Let them wander in darkness as they did before. They remain blind, no matter
This
your
is
words.
crazy. Dogs
Then it
and
is my
ghosts.
place to guide them. Be the voice on the path so they do not walk alone.
Worms.
When fate claims you, only a mask will remain to mark your suffering. An empty cage on a wall. Its prisoner, forgotten.
This mask is no prison. It is the face of fate. The face of my sisters, bright when all else decays.
Oh, shit.
It is a mockery that hides the truth. The reality of our gift.
Said by one who cast it aside. Your words are hollow.
You will not silence me. Silence fate.
Like my servitors did their job. They did their job.
Achaea's hatred continues to stain this place. But fate will return to the hands of its owners, as it should be. Mikos waits for us. Let's make sure the birds did not catch him in our absence.
Fuck this. So when it comes to the tree of Qliphoth, it's really called a tree of death. You know, the realm of sanctuary is definitely part of Lilith's circle.
The birds are gone. Does that mean I can go outside now?
Yes. But let's bring those crumbs, just in case.
Look how the oracle looking at me. Oh man.
And with its centuries of misguided vengeance, I underestimated Achea's burden. She took it upon herself to carry our memories, our pain. Though her flesh remained unsullied, she eroded from within, an atrophy of her soul. But her anger was misplaced. Fate is not always warmly accepted, nor should it be, by those we guide, and ourselves.
So when it comes down to it, I'm more like a spokesperson for North American folk magic. Not just a spokesperson, but someone that want to philosophize and put it out there. Like, you know, from folk saints to Catholic saints to whatever same form it may be. Because when it comes to folk magic, it is represented in this game. Like Father Anaria's side of Covenant represent the light of things, represent Christianity, Catholicism, and saints, part of that circle. And when it comes to Mother Lilith circle, you got the satanic Satanists, Luciferians, basically radical Satanists that do some radical things. And, you know, if you play from the beginning of the campaign of the game, you would know what I mean. So when it comes to the colors I choose, red and black is the color of Eshu's tribe. You know what I'm saying? Eshu Loa tribe. And why I consider this as my subtle body is the simple fact is that, you know, this is my astral form of me, my astral light body. And since I'm part of the Eshu Loa tribe, considered as a hoodoo saint, because I am a hoodoo practitioner, I represent North American folk magic as a whole. You know what I'm saying? From the astral roots, from the druids, from, you know, the Taoists, Asian Americans, and Shinto. And, you know, there's different forms of folk magic from their native land of practice. And that's what the United States is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a place where folk magic, you know, sanctify and rule the world. Rule this country. where different cultures bring their folk magic into this country to make it a magical world. And that's the whole plan about making the United States a place. They promote witchcraft in Disney. They promote witchcraft in all forms of entertainment that you know of when it comes to movies and video games. Not so much in music, because rap only deals with street type of lifestyles. But when it comes to my rap and on my type of music, I do talk about folk magic traditions and witchcraft and magic and things like that. You know, ICP or Insane Clown Posse are like the main or the only ones that talks about magic in their music, right along with Big Hoodoo and many other, the hardcore rappers that speak about, black magic and things. So when it comes to North American folk magic, I just include Canada, United States and Mexico, the Caribbean islands, and the rest of Central America, from all the way to from Canada all the way down to Panama. And when it comes to folk magic, it's all about the ways of the ways of America coast way of life, like shamanism, spiritualists, and many other things. So consider myself as an Eshu Loa tribe member. It's something that I consider myself as. I'm close to Eshu. I'm very close. I pray to him most of the time, the majority of the time when I pray to him. Oh, damn, I'm disconnected from the servers. Well, I guess I got disconnected from somehow, but I don't know. But, I hope you enjoy this game, a little bit of gameplay. I know I didn't went an hour long, but like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. So be on the lookout for other videos and stay tuned. Peace out.